automotive subjects. Actually, I want to share you some story back in high school when I was studying high school, and I really interested in automotives. That's really my favorite subjects. I really want to work on the engines. Hello and welcome. I'm Jamil. Today we're going to fix our equipment breakdown. One of our equipment that used in our lawn mowing is not running. Last time I used these Weeper snippers, the one in here, the red one. I used that one, but unfortunately it just suddenly stopped working. And I tried to start it, but doesn't want to start anymore. This morning we're going to try to fix it. I'm going to check what might be probably the cause of the breakdown. Yeah, come and join me in this video. Hopefully we can be able to fix it. Just a simple DIY checking. So let's go. First, I'm going to remove these straps so that I can check out that Weeper snipper. Yeah. Today I have supposed to have a schedule to do the lawn mowing, hedging, but because I have that breakdown equipment, I will be trying to fix that one first so that there is no problem when we are already on the site, we just keep on working and we don't have that problem again. I'll remove this red Weeper snipper and check what is the cause of that, why it doesn't want to start. I'll show you. Hopefully it will start now, but last time it doesn't want to. Oh, shout out to 20,000 viewers. Shout out to Bicolanong Layas. Because we have a little bit of knowledge in automotive. So we'll try to use those knowledge to fix this equipment, simple equipment. Hopefully I can be able to fix it. First, let me show you how it goes, because the last time that I tried to starting it, it really doesn't want to go through. Let me show you. Because it's cold start, I'm going to use first the choke. So put it in a choke, lever, then press some purpose. Press that small button there to put some, it's called choke, to give a supply of fuel to your engine. Let's start it, if it will work. Hopefully it will work, so I will not fix it anymore. Because last time it's really causing problem. Oh, I think it will gonna start. Let's try it again. I will now put back to normal running position, because that one is on the choke position. Now I'll put in the normal running and I'll try to start again. Oh, see that? Have you heard that? It's starting, but it just suddenly stopped. That's the problem of this Weeper snipper now. It's starting, but suddenly it just doesn't want to go through. It just suddenly stopped. Possible cause, probably it's already dirty, accumulated. One cause that I'm trying to look on it, I've never tried to fix like this Weeper snipper, the streamline, but ideally if you have an engine, so normally this kind of simple engine, you normally have a spark plug that you have to look on it, a spark plug, which is somewhere here. And the next thing is the engine needs an air to goes inside your engine. Basically, engine needs an air and a fuel to make a combustion in your engine, right? Even you have a fuel supply, but you don't have an air coming to it, so you cannot make a complete combustion inside your engines. I will try to look the air intake, whatever that one. Basically, this one is always exposed to dust, so probably the air filter is already accumulated, or there's a lot of dirt, dust that was trapped on the air filter. I don't know if this one have air filter, but I believe there is, because this is a small engine. Let's try to look on the air filter first. That's my first hint that it might be the problem. Then the next thing, the spark plug. If the air filter is good and clean, and it still doesn't want to go through, to proceed as running, so I will be trying to look the next one, which is the spark plug. Just the simple one. I think the air filter is somewhere here. I have the manual, but I don't want to read the manual at the moment. I just proceed right away to my equipment. There's a small screw here that I need to remove and try to look somewhere here, because this is right away the carburetor, which is the one that receiving the fuel. I believe the air filter is also somewhere here. Let's try to open it and check if it is really the cause. I'll just put this one first here. This is Allen head. I think that is somewhere. What size is that? Hopefully I have the size here. In my small toolbox, I have Allen sets here. That one is, I think, number 4. Let's try if this is really number 4. Oh yeah, exactly. Oh, shout out to 100,000 viewers. If you have any whippersnapper at home, you even use it for business or for your personal use, and it just suddenly don't want to start, hopefully this video will help you to do a DIY fixing or make your equipment running again. Oh yeah, see? Let me show you. This is the air filter, which is my first hint that it might be probably the cause of this stopping it. See? Did you see that one? That air filter here? See? It's already accumulated by a lot of dirt. Because I've never opened this or never maintained this since I bought it. Because it's very handy. It's a small engine. But don't be like me. If you have equipment at home, try to always maintain it by simple cleaning it and simple removing some of the dirt. I tried it just outside, but just what have you seen right now, opening this air filter, I've never do it since when I bought it. And I use it for my business. Shout out to 150,000 viewers. Then, let's try to clean this air filter. Remove it like this. See? Be careful when you're trying to clean your air filter, not to blow it, because this air filter, after this, that's why there is a foam. See? The dirt was accumulated somewhere here. After this foam, it is already directed to the carburetor, which is the one that throwing the fuel to your engine. So this is the carburetor. Be mindful on that area, not to throw any dirt there. That's why the foam is really, air filter is really like a foam. So it doesn't go through those small particles. Because that one is very sensitive. Your carburetor might get dirty, and it might trap your fuel lines, which cause not to supply enough fuel to your engine, and that's the cause not to start also your engine. I'll just try to clean this one as much as I can, and let's see if it will start now. I'll have to find a brush. I'll just clean it by the brush, probably somewhere here. But I don't know why this brush is wet. Probably it was used in other cleaning. It's wet. I'll try to look for. Let's put this one here. Where's the toolbox on the ground? And this, because it's wet, I don't really know why it's wet. The air filter is wet. I'm just curious why it's wet. I don't know. Probably the fuel is coming out there. I don't know. This is my first time to see that a fuel filter is wet. And it's like an oil. It's not a normal water. Probably the fuel is coming out there. I don't know. We're not that professional auto mechanics. We're just a DIY auto mechanics. Only basic knowledge, but not that like the licensed one. Oy, shout out to our 200,000 viewers. Hopefully this vlog will also help you, especially if you have breakdown equipments at home, like a small engine, whipper snipper. I'll try to make it dry, this, because it's quite, it's a little bit like wet, probably an oil or fuel that coming from the carburetor, I don't know. So I'll just try to make it dry and remove the dust, and let's see how it goes. Because this filter, ideally, this is the filter, so the air is coming into this filter. So when the air is coming into this one, it sucks the air coming to this one. It should be a clean air. That's why there is a filter that filtering all those dust that might goes inside the fuel system. If this is also accumulated by dirt and the air doesn't coming inside, there is no air that was sucking through the engine. Basically, your engine will not is gonna start. Oh, shout out to Kuya Jake. I need to make this whipper snipper works, because if not, this is a problem. Shout out to our teachers from our high school teachers in the Sisters of Mary that really teach us about the basic automotive works, automotive subjects. It really helps me a lot this time, especially doing some DIY or fixing simple engines, because sometimes even the easy one, if you don't have knowledge on that, it's still hard. Shout out to our teachers in the Sisters of Mary that really help us to teach these automotive subjects. Actually, I want to share you some story. Back in high school, when I was studying high school, and I really interested in automotives. That's really my favorite subjects. I really want to work on the engines, and but by the time that after I graduated from high school and I starting a job, I started in mechanical, which is the machining, which I missed my job right now. But honestly, if I have time to study again, I will get the auto mechanics course, because that's why my interest is. That's really where I want to do it. If I still have time, so I will do it to get an automotive course, because I love to do fixing some things about engines. Hopefully, someday I still be able to study again and get the automotive, especially here in Australia. There's a lot of demands in automotives, and that's the one most I can say that satisfying jobs every time that you fix something in the engine, especially just this normal equipment that I'm trying to fix right now. If I can fix it right now, so I can say it's satisfying, right? I already cleaned the air filter, which the person that I'm trying to look on it, why it's not starting. Previously, it was very dirty. It's very dirty, and right now I tried to clean it. I'll try to put it first, then let's see if it will now running. Oh, shout out sa 300,000 viewers. Shout out to Sis Ai. I cleaned the fuel filter, and you can still try to clean those around it, inside it, but be very careful not to accumulate any dust or dirt inside that hole, because that is your fuel line that might get into that carburetor, and it will damage your fuel line. You will get a clogged fuel line because of the dirt that was coming into it. My first thinking that why it doesn't want to start is because our inlet air filter is dirty and the air is blocking it inside to come in the fuel line to our engine. That's why it doesn't want to go continuous running. I'll just trying to clean as much as I can. By the way, our engine is two-stroke engine, so there is no oil, separate oil like a gearbox on it for the oil. Unlike the four-stroke, there's always a separate gearbox for the oil. But for the two-stroke, no. You will be mixing your oil in your gasoline. That's the two-way difference between two-stroke engine and four-stroke engine. Four-stroke engine have separate oil box, or what do you call that one? Because you have a separate gear. But for the two-stroke, you still have oil, but the oil will be, you're gonna mix it in your gasoline or fuel that you're using. This is the two-way difference between four-stroke and two-stroke engine. Let's try to, I already cleaned the filter and I'll try to put the screw back and try it again if it's now working. Yep. Let's try it. Previously, as you can see, the previous try that we do, when I started it, it start but suddenly stop. Let's see if let's see if it will go running now continuously. Switch on. I'll try to start it from the cold start again. You press from that button, the down. So it start a little bit because it's on the choke. I put back again this level from the normal running and I will try it again now. Oh, have you seen that one? It's still the same problem. It started, but it stopped again. It started, but it's just suddenly stopped again. The next thing that I will look on it is the air filter is already fixed. Not fixed, but it's already clean, the air filter. Then I need to start it again to show you. See? It is starting, but suddenly stop. The next thing that I'm going to look is the spark plug. Because the air filter is now clean. So the air is coming now. It is coming because it's already the blockage. If there is some blockage from preventing the air to come in the engine, I already clean it. So obviously it's already free from the blockage. I will try to check this spark plug. The next thing that I'm going to look on it, the spark plug. I'll try to get my spark plug wrench that I have here. My spark plug wrench are all here. First, I'm going to remove that rubber that is covering the spark plug. I'm going to remove that. Oops, yeah, it was removed. Then there is this small spring here. I'm just gonna put it here so it will gonna miss. Try to look what size of your spark plug. This one, try it. I think it will gonna work. It's the same size. So remove it. When you turn your spark plug counterclockwise to lose it. See? It is my first time to also check this spark plug. Oh, see that spark plug? So unfortunately in this video, the audio was disabled accidentally. So I'm trying to explain here about the spark plug that the carbon already build up around it. So we need to remove all those carbon and we will try to clean it so that the spark plug will work well as normal. And yeah, so I took the metal brush to clean the carbon, trying to remove around it, and yeah, hopefully it will help to clean that carbon around it. So on this side, I'm trying to explain about the cleaning of the tip of that spark plug using the sandpaper. So just to remove the carbon on the point that cannot be able to remove using the steel brush, I use the sandpaper to just scratch the 2 point that where the spark is. So just use the sandpaper to do it. So yeah, on this part we are trying to put back the spark plug after we clean everything, remove the carbon buildup, and now I'm fixing it up to put back that spark plug, and yeah, ready for testing again. We'll try to start it if everything is all right. Hopefully it doesn't need a replacement part. So yeah, let's go. So now everything was all right. So we're ready to test it, to start it. And yeah, just one start and everything works all right. So our theory that just the spark plug and air cleaner is the possible cause why it doesn't want to start. So we found out that the spark plug just really need a cleaning to remove all those carbon buildup around it. So yeah, everything works fine and I'm really happy, and yeah, for this results. We're ready to do the job again. So thank you for watching. Please share, subscribe, and comment down below this video really helps you and you get some tips to do as well in your petrol equipment for your like mine Weeper Snipper. So yeah, please share this one so especially so you can get updated, subscribe so you will be updated for our next videos. Thank you for watching. Before we go, at Your Lone Weaker, we believe that you deserve quality care. Jumil Ignacio, bye-bye.